Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is sweet, fun, romantic, and maybe a little embarrassing for some people. Well, we are talking about National Kissing Day. Now, before anyone gets nervous, don't worry. This isn't a tutorial. This is simply a conversation about one of the most universal expressions of affection in human history. Let's be honest, a kiss can mean many things. A mother kisses her child's forehead before school. A father kisses his daughter before walking her down the aisle. Friends greet each other with a kiss on the cheek in many cultures. Grandparents shower grandchildren with kisses. And of course, there are romantic kisses that inspire novels, movies, songs, and enough drama to fill an entire streaming platform. So today, let's celebrate the simple gesture that somehow became one of humanity's favorite ways to express love. So there is the power of a simple kiss. Think about it. Some of the most memorable moments in life involve a kiss. Not necessarily romantic. Sometimes it's a goodbye kiss before a long journey. A kiss of congratulations. A kiss of comfort after a difficult day. A forehead kiss that says, I care about you. What's fascinating is that a kiss often communicates what words cannot. Sometimes we struggle to say, I appreciate you. I missed you. I love you. But one affectionate kiss can express all of those emotions. Why are humans so fascinated by kissing? So let's talk about the obvious question. And this is the obvious question, that why are humans so fascinated by kissing? Why does kissing matter so much? After all, from an outsider's perspective, it sounds so funny. Two people putting their faces together. Yet entire movies are built around that moment. The answer is simple. Kissing is connected to emotion, connection, affection, trust, comfort, and human beings naturally seek connection. That's why a kiss often means meaningful. Isn't just the action, don't you think, that it's what the action represents? Every culture has its own style to say I love you. One thing I really love about kissing tradition is how different they are around the world. In some countries, people greet with one kiss on the cheek. In others, two kisses. Some places prefer three. Some people hug. And some bow. Some wave. Imagine traveling around the world trying to remember the correct number of cheek kisses. You would need a guidebook just for greetings. The beautiful thing is that every culture finds its own way of expressing warmth and affection. The most famous kisses in movies. Do you know that there are famous kisses in movies? So now let's talk about cinema. Because filmmakers absolutely love a good kissing scene, think about classic romantic films. The dramatic music, the emotional tension, the slow motion. And there's a slow motion moment. The rain. So why is it always raining? Well, Hollywood seems convinced that no romantic scene is complete without unexpected weather. But audiences keep watching because those moments symbolize connection and emotional resolution. It's often the moment when two characters finally stop arguing, stop running away, and finally admit their feelings. So there are a set of movies that shows kissing. So there was one movie, The Kissing Booth Effect. Modern films and streaming platforms continue the tradition. Movies like The Kissing Booth became hugely popular because they explored themes of friendship, love, growing up, and relationships. And let's be honest, the title itself guarantees curiosity. If someone tells you they are watching a movie called The Kissing Booth, you're probably going to ask questions. Aren't you? I mean, don't you think that you ask questions a lot of times whenever there is a kissing scene? So now I know what some of you are thinking. What if I'm single? Well, don't worry at all. So National Kissing Day isn't only about romance, it's about appreciation and affection. You can celebrate by spending time with family. Okay, alright. So calling someone you care about is also a way of celebrating National Kissing Day. Sending kind messages, giving your pet extra attention, or simply appreciating the people who make your life better. Not every expression of love needs to be romantic. Right. So if you agree, then please let me know in the comment section. Then tell me the part if there's any other story regarding any kiss. So there's a forehead kiss. So there's a moment to appreciate the forehead kiss, right? Because it deserves recognition. It doesn't get enough attention. The forehead kiss says, I am here. I care about you. You are important. It feels protective, comforting, and reassuring. But did you know that many of us are not aware about such days? But you know what? Many people would argue that it's one of the sweetest gestures of affection that you kiss somebody. And there's a universal language of affection. What's amazing is that affection exists in every language. You can travel anywhere in the world and find people expressing love. Maybe through words, maybe through hugs, or maybe through acts of service. Maybe through gifts, or maybe through kisses. The methods change, the emotion remains the same. But you know what? There's a science behind affection. Okay, so now let's add a little bit of science. Researchers often talk about how affectionate interactions can strengthen emotional bonds. So did you know that it can really affect the emotional bond? Like when people feel connected, supported, and appreciated, relationships become stronger. Like this. You become firm and decisive. This applies to friendships like families, partnerships, communities. And the real lesson isn't about kissing. The real reason is that you create an emotional bond. It's about connection. Human beings thrive when they feel loved and valued. Plus, there's like emoji era. When we are not sending an emoji, let's talk about modern romance for a moment. Because today, many kisses arrive digitally. The kiss emoji has become one of the most popular symbols online. Even I also like to share kiss emoji whenever I feel love. So a tiny cartoon face somehow communicates affection instantly. And imagine explaining this to someone from 200 years ago. Like one day people will send tiny yellow faces to each other throughout invisible technology. So they would probably think we were making it up. So there are like funny kissing moments also. So let's be honest and accept it. Not every kiss is perfect. Movies make everything look effortless. Real life is different. Sometimes people bump noses. Sometimes someone laughs. Sometimes a pet suddenly appears in the middle of the moment. Sometimes glasses get in the way. And sometimes everyone becomes awkward. And that's okay. Often those imperfect moments become the funniest memories. Why we remember affection is the reason that years from now most people won't remember every email they sent. They won't remember every meeting, every notification, every social media post. But they will remember affection. You know why? Because they will remember kindness behind it. The people who care. The moments of connection. And that's what really matters in life. The hugs, the conversations, the gestures that made them feel loved. So how do you feel when your parents hug you? How do you like when your mother kisses your forehead? That's what stays with us. How do you find when your spouse kisses you? National Kissing Day isn't really about grand romantic gestures. It's about appreciating relationships. So you like when your spouse likes you. It's about expressing care. It's about letting people know they matter. Whether that's a spouse, a parent, a child, sibling, a friend. So whenever that peck of a kiss you get from your spouse or from anyone who has made your life brighter, because that make your days. So sometimes simplest gestures have the biggest impact. So as I celebrate National Kissing Day, let's remember something important. Affection is powerful. Kindness matters. Connection matters. People matter. And in a world that often feels busy and distracted, taking a moment to show appreciation can make a huge difference. So whether you are celebrating with a romantic partner, your family, your friends, or simply sending a thoughtful message to someone you care about, take a moment today to express gratitude. Because life is made meaningful not only by achievements and milestones, but by the people we share it with. Okay, so thank you for joining me for today's conversation. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know in the comments. What is your favorite romantic movie or your favorite example of affection in everyday life? Until next time, stay kind, stay connected, and keep spreading a little more love wherever you go. Happy National Kissing Day.